It's time for another powerful episode of POW Pro Wrestling. I am the influencer and the commissioner of POW, Brian Zane, joined as always by POW's impresario, Mr. Ooh La La. Mister, I see you're flexing your guns, flexing your muscle, so to speak. Somebody who is definitely flexing his muscles, well, his figurative muscles, last week here on POW was Jonas Albert Robinson, who announced to the world that he has signed himself an ironclad contract as a wrestler. And he's not the overlord anymore, but as a performer and as a human being, I guess there's not much we can really do about him being here. But he has also signed Jarmy members those ironclad contracts, mister. And, you know, it seems that things are on the upswing for the Jarmy once again.
That's right, that Jarmy contract is stronger than the metal that this gold jacket of mine is fashioned from. There's no way we could excise Jonas Abbott Robinson, mon ami, and his powerful Jarmy from POW Pro Wrestling. They're going to be here forever and ever. They're practically woven into the tapestry here.
Well, one of the newest members of the Jarmy we saw last week was Jarmy Blanchard. Now, if you watched last week here on POW, you no doubt heard some of those inflammatory, incendiary remarks by the Prince of Memphis. I sat down with him in the studio, talked about his actions against his brother Bubba a few weeks ago at Base Brawl when he knocked him out with that scintillating steel chair shot. Here are a few of the most damning comments Jarmy had to say in that interview.
But we have a reputation to uphold as the Blanchard brothers. We're champions. If you're not going to hold your weight, then you need to get down and you need to stay down.
Do you feel any remorse for what you did?
Absolutely not. I don't have to say sorry to nobody. I don't live for anybody. I don't work for anybody, and I definitely don't get accolades for anybody but myself. So I could care less what they think. Keep buying a ticket, keep being fat, and keep yelling at other people.
He called him everything but the piggy that went off to market, huh? Jarmy Blanchard put his lesser brother, his little brother, by age anyway, Bubba Blanchard, right in his place, and now he's going to safely sequester himself away at the hog farm, shaving them feral hogs and getting them ready for slaughter.
Well, I maintain it was one of the most low-down, disgusting things I'd ever seen Jarmy Blanchard do. And like I mentioned in that interview, I've known him for 20 years. He's done some low-down things, but what he did to Bubba at PK Park certainly, in my opinion, takes the cake. Well, like I mentioned, last week we heard from Jarmy in that exclusive interview, and now that there's been some time to think and marinate on it, we're going to hear from Jarmy's brother, Bubba Blanchard. I sat down with him in the studio recently, and here's what he had to say about that fateful night in the ballpark. Powder Keg, my guest at this time is Double B, Double Bad, Bubba Blanchard. Bubba, thanks so much for coming here to Regret HQ for this interview. And I noticed off air as you were making your way to the couch here, looking a little worse for wear, still suffering the effects of what happened at Base Brawl in that bull rope match. So just want to ask you, if you want to address the fans, how you're doing, how you're feeling, where your head's at.
Where my head's at is probably a great way to start this conversation, Brian Zane, because as you know, as the commissioner of POW Pro Wrestling, the championship committee has been talked to by the doctors at POW Pro Wrestling, and they are telling me that I will potentially never wrestle again. The violent chair shots that professional wrestling has gotten rid of over the last couple decades, due to the serious nature of them and what can happen. And what happened at Base Brawl was my life was changed. Wow. 2 vicious chair shots from 2 of the greatest athletes walking the planet today. And I have some pooling of blood at the front of my cranium, and it's putting pressure on the front cortex of the brain. So I'm unable at this time to participate in the sport that I love. It reminds me of my great friend Roddy Piper after being attacked by Greg Valentine. He was sitting at home in Hillsboro, Oregon with that injury covered up on his ear. He couldn't talk. He didn't have the capabilities of holding his brand new baby child. And my baby child is pro wrestling, Brian Zane. And Wade Hess and my own brother took that from me. They took pro wrestling from my baby.
Certainly, you talk about your brother, and first of all, I want to say we wish you well, and we hope that the prognosis can improve and you can get back in the ring. But I do want to touch base on your relationship with your brother. We saw what happened several weeks ago at Base Brawl. After the bull rope match, like you said, it was Jarmy who had that second chair shot to the head and left you in a pool of your own blood. Some time has passed since then. I just want to know, yeah, what are you feeling right now after that heinous act by your brother Jarmy?
Lost. Lost, Brian Zane, lost. Walking through the wilderness in the dark, walking through the shadows of life and not understanding where it all went wrong. What happened? What was the tipping point in the relationship where we were no longer brothers, where we were no longer friends? Or, I mean, what was the incident that happened? At what point in time do you make the decision that you are going to take a disgusting large metal object and crush the cranium of your little brother? What goes through the head of somebody like, I don't know what goes through. I could never do that to Jarmy Blanchard. That man knows the respect I have for him. That man knows how much I think of him. And for him to do this to me, he took away wrestling from me, Brian Zane. As I stated earlier, he took away my baby. He took it away from me. The doctors aren't going to let me do this anymore. Wow. So what do you what goes through somebody's mind? I don't know the psychosis right now. It's just dark and dreary and ugly. Is there anything, while we have this time with you on camera, is there anything you'd like to say to Jarmy right now? Is there anything I'd like to say to the guy that took pro wrestling away from me? Is there anything I'd like to say to my big brother who took a crap all over me in one of the biggest situations of our lives? I ain't got no words, Brian Zane. There ain't no words. Jarmy Blanchard, you're sitting out there and you're running around in your big cars. You go into the big house on the big side of town and you're living it up and things are great and everything's just wonderful because you're one of the greatest wrestlers alive. Oh, I'm the greatest wrestler alive today and I'm so wonderful. And it must be so nice to think about that every day when your little brother's sitting over in a corner crying because you took his baby from him. You took everything from him in one afternoon at Base Brawl, the second inning. One afternoon, 2 chair shots. One from one, the second one from Jarmy Blanchard, the worst one from Jarmy Blanchard, and the one that ain't gonna let me wrestle no more, Brian Zane. It's over with. The doctors won't clear me. What do I say? What do I say, Brian? What do I say? You're the best in the business at this. You're the best thing in wrestling today. What do I say? What could I possibly say? I don't know, Bubba. I truly don't know. But I certainly, like I said, I think we all here at the Powder Keg wish you well and to get better. And yeah. But thank you very much for spending some time here to talk with the Powder Keg, Bubba. I appreciate that. And thank you for everything that you've done in professional wrestling.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, wow. Mister, I knew that Bubba was your friend for some time, but I'm surprised you're taking it like this after what he said in his...
Yeah, it's hilarious.
What?
It's hilarious that Bubba Blanchard, after all he did to try and bury his brother, cost him the careers here at POW by punching that referee, losing the tag team titles, blowing it. You remember at PK Puck when he knocked me asunder when I was a special guest referee, allowing Sluggo to sweep in there, coming up with the fabulous phrase, making his brother look like a regular clown. You are responsible for this, double B, and you were proven to be double bad influence on your brother Jarmy, but now he's cast you asunder. You're back at that hog firm, and Jarmy Blanchard now can excel finally after years and years of being saddled with you on his own to reach new heights within the Jarmy.
Remains to be seen what the future holds for Bubba. I mean, you heard from him there. His career certainly up in the air with his concussions, problems he's dealing with right now. But also, things are looking differently for his brother Jarmy. You're seeing him align with the Jarmy, taking Joey Thornton under his wing. And so we're going to have to see how that project pays off for Jarmy Blanchard. As Bubba, hopefully he can recover, and hopefully we can see him back in the wrestling ring some point in the future, sooner than later. But folks, we got to talk about more things in the future of POW. In particular, who's going to be the next challenger for Funnybone's POW Pro Wrestling Championship? We're about to find that out in this incredible six-pack challenge, one fall to a finish. You're going to see Jonas Albert Robinson, the Tower of Power Amira, Brother Levi Shapiro, Ravenous Randy Myers, the Nice Guy Vinny Massaro, and the Honorable Malcolm Flex, all waging war in this six-pack challenge. Who's going to walk away the #1 contender for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship? We'll hear some comments from those competitors, and then it's main event time. From fired to rehired, please welcome back to POW Pro Wrestling, Amira. Congratulations and a thank you from me to you for winning that matchup at PK Park where you got your job back, my job back, Duff and Dangerous, Malcolm Flex. The gang's all back. And now, for you, Amira, you are one win away from potentially challenging for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. If you win this 6-person matchup tonight here on POW, what are your thoughts going in?
Well, I know I'm the smallest person in this match, and I know I'm the least experienced person in this match. But what I can say is that having a chance at that POW championship means more to me than all of those people. The fans watch me sweep up the ring, they watch me be an interviewer with you, and now they're seeing me become one of the most dominating forces in pro wrestling today. This is for every single one of those people who came up to me and said, Amira, we're all proud of you. I'm gonna become #1 contender. I'm gonna become that champion that they all see in me and the champion that I know I can become.
You know, lately, Levi Shapiro and POW Pro Wrestling have had a bit of a rocky relationship. The continuous thorn in my side that is Chris Brady, stopping me from my YouTube title. And now, to get my foot back in the door, POW Pro Wrestling puts me in a scramble match, a 6-way scramble match. And that hurts. That hurts real bad. Because now I'm gonna have to fight through 5 other people to show everybody what I already know, that I rightfully deserve my opportunity to prove why I should be the POW Pro Wrestling champion. I'm gonna make someone feel the pain that I feel at any cost.
Tonight, I am wrestling in the 6-pack challenge for the #1 contender to the POW Pro Wrestling Championship, the championships that I should have even lost. Now tonight, we have a couple people in there that I like and a lot that I don't like. Brother Levi, if you don't mind, step aside, let me handle this. But there's one person that I need to get in there with. We all know who that is. Amira. Amira, I swear to God, Amira, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of always you saying all this stuff about you're the future of pro wrestling. You're nothing. Tonight, Massaro wins and the title comes back with Uncle Sal. Forget about it.
This match is scheduled for one fall. With a 60-minute time limit and is sponsored proudly by Oregon Pro Wrestling School. Already in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at a slender, 247 pounds. The overlord, the leader of the jarmy, Jonas Albert Robinson, Mr. Wrestling. And please welcome their next opponent. And introducing the final opponent in this six-pack challenge.
Fans, the powder keg, they are making it known what they think of the former POW Pro Wrestling Champion, Vinny Massaro.
Just rude.
Old friend of yours, Mr. Blanchard. As we get ready for this week's big match here on POW Pro Wrestling, six-pack challenge to see who will be the #1 contender for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship.
There are no disqualifications, no countouts, and somebody is going to be the #1 contender for the POW Pro Wrestling heavyweight title out of this.
The odds are very good for someone in this group here. Be one step closer to a match with Funnybone at a point in the future. Pre-match kiss. He doesn't want any of Randy Myers. I don't think he wants any of Flex either, guys.
I don't think so. I know he's getting at. He's not dumb.
Vinny Massaro, the former champion, looking to get a shot, another shot at Funnybone.
Hey, Vinny Massaro's the only person in that ring is former champion and former APW champion.
And now he's looking to get a shot at Amira.
Oh!
How's that for a shot, Vincenzo?
That's a good kiss, all right. How about a big smack across the face?
Yeah, long kiss goodnight if you're Vinny Massaro.
I'll say, has this started yet?
I believe the match is underway. We have Randy Myers making his return to POW Pro Wrestling. Malcolm Flex, who along with Amira recently regained his job as a result of the 8-person tag team matchup at PK Park. You've got, of course, brother Levi Shapiro. Last time we saw him in action was the hood fight against Chris Brady. You remember how insane that matchup went.
Oh, yeah. Oh, double clothesline.
And then, of course, there's this barnacle here at POW Pro Wrestling. I'm talking about the former Overlord, Jonas Albert Robinson, who by random computer selection was the fill-in, the replacement for Chris Brady in this matchup.
We'll go with random.
He does take his jacket off. I mean, all this time he's been wrestling with his jacket on, hadn't had a chance to take the jacket off.
Well, he's a man who picks his moments, let's just say. And now you got Amira and the weirdo hero Myers standing tall in the ring. Levi Shapiro and Vinny Massaro, they've got a connection going way back. They have positioned themselves as somewhat of an allyship in this matchup, though it is every man or person for themselves.
So now it's just a one-fall matchup. I mean, that's the thing. One person is going to take down 5.
One fall to a finish. You can see Vinny Massaro's trying to create some distance between Flex here. They've got a history for sure. Who can forget when Flex defied the will of the Massaro family? Oh no! My goodness. Randy Myers takes no prisoners here, folks.
I think that's definitely a purple nurple right there.
A purple nurple for the man in the purple singlet.
I was going to say.
So this is going to be run like a 6-person tag match.
It's my understanding it could be it's a singles matchup style.
Oh, okay.
Fidel Martinez trying to get control of this right now.
Certainly going to be a lot to handle here. 6 bodies in the ring. That is all kinds of chaos.
A lot of moving parts, baby.
Very much so. It looks like Randy Myers and Vinny Massaro are going to go for a little test of strength here. Oh, and so is Amira.
Here we go.
Myers,
Vinny, come on. Cards are stacked against you there, bud.
The combined number of wrestling years between Massaro and Myers makes Amira's in-ring experience pale in comparison. But look at her standing up for herself here. She is not the largest dog in the fight, but could have the largest fight. Look at this. Myers now trying to pick up Massaro, but he's a bit too big. How about the Tower of Power? Have you seen how much she can bench? Look at this. Trying to pick him up.
Yeah, not quite.
Maybe double team. Yes!
A little bit of extra help is all it took for the nice guy, the final boss, to go head over heels on the canvas.
Cover 1, no. 1 only.
Not this early.
You just never know. It could be one of those situations you could have that surprise pin.
Oh, I know. That's Vinny Massaro. It's the last time you've seen Vinny Massaro get beaten. 1 minute and 2 seconds.
He certainly is a tough meatball, is Vinny Massaro here. Oh, as he is just laid out by the honorable one himself. Here goes the cover, could have it. No, not enough.
Went from a 1 to a 2 now, so I mean, it's getting closer.
That's right, every bit of offense Malcolm Flex exerts, you know, that brings him one step closer to victory. Pound for pound, the most powerful man in this matchup here. And of course, Flex, he was banned from POW for a long time. Lost a loser leaves POW matchup. A matchup that Amira actually threw the towel in when it was Flex and Massaro. We didn't see Flex for many, many months, and it wasn't until February of this year he finally came back.
Big power there.
And ever since then, he's been on a quest for
too much taunting right there. You should have just jumped on the pin.
Could be the cover here, could be it. No.
Yeah, no, it took way too much time.
I'll hand that to you. That's a very good point.
Good question. Who's possible that's going to be the #1 contender? There's 6 guys, 6 people in there, pardon me. I always say guys, but it's 6 people in there. I mean, any one of them could be the #1 contender out of this.
Look at this here. Ryan Myers comes in now. You talk about Vinny Massaro's experience as APW champion, Jeremy. Of course, Levi Shapiro, he was a worldwide internet champion.
That's true.
In APW.
That's true. So, hey, look at that.
The last one they ever had before the pandemic. I believe he still has the ongoing reign.
Of course, Levi Shapiro holding the Wrestling with Regret title.
Yes, he's the only multiple-time YouTube champion here who's been on a real quest to get the 4th reign. 1, 2. Of course, it's the POW Pro Wrestling Championship these individuals are competing for a chance at in this 6-pack challenge.
Vinny is taking a lot of punishment in there.
Absolutely, Vinny Massaro has not had a chance to catch his breath and has certainly been on the receiving end of the ire of a lot of his opponents so far. Irish whip off the ropes, Vinny blocks it, follows it up with that scintillating
right to the face.
Forearm shiver, taking Amira down to a knee.
Welcome to being in the ring with Vinny Massaro.
Vinny made no bones about it in that pre-match comment that he is sick of Amira and wants to see her gone, but look at that evasive maneuver, the arm drag, the drop kick. Here we go now. Oh, Amira hoping to finish the journey that she started.
Oh, yeah, no.
No! Huge clubbing blows by Massaro here. Oh! It was Amira who began her career as one of the ring crew here. She was sweeping the ring like she said, guys. And what a journey it would be for her to make it to the top of her division at POW. But look at this. Jonas Albert Robinson, who of course, no love lost between those two, I'll tell you that.
No love lost with you either.
I just saw the tag.
You heard is what you heard. Levi Shapiro now has just kind of willed his way into this thing now. Side headlock applied. The timeless one. Looking to get a shot at Funnybone. Lord knows when he was running second for Zicky Dice, he got close to the POW champion, but never in a capacity to challenge for that belt.
Amir didn't go down after that shot there.
He's gonna show up Levi, huh? Trying.
Look at this, Amira standing up to the 6'2" frame of brother Levi Shapiro.
Know your wheelhouse.
Look at this. Oh! Off the ropes is Levi. Off the ropes is Amira. Picks her up.
There it is.
That's a timeless power slam, and that could be it too. Whoa! That was very close. A kick out by Amira.
She started sweeping up the canvas, and now she's flat on the canvas.
Goodness. Now it's Amira's turn to take a lot of the brunt of the offense in this matchup. Oh!
Ooh, elbow, baby.
Right to the front of the face by Shapiro here.
Makes the tag down to Jonas.
Robinson.
Jonas licking his chops right here.
Former overlord of POW who stole the position when a certain someone was on vacation for a week. Now showing his will here as an active competitor. Not as a manager, not as a commentator. This is Jonas the wrestler. So we'll see how well he can measure up when he's amongst all this other competition. And he's got no jarmy to help him.
Well, one thing he was smart at there, he got him to the corner there, and Ramirez to the corner, and Vinny just throwing the stomps now.
Massaro got a chance to catch his breath, and you got to believe here this partnership, kind of an alliance here formed. We already knew that Massaro and Shapiro were going to go into this together, but it seems that Jonas has also maybe joined their cause. Oh! For the time being.
I heard that from back here.
Yes.
Nice.
You can hear that in the fairgrounds. Oh! Bringing Amira down to the mat.
That bass sound, baby.
Amira, one of the several individuals who was fired unjustly by Jonas back when he was in charge. And of course, it was sweet revenge when she beat him with this at PK Park to regain her job.
Oh, beautiful, baby.
But now look at this, just getting harassed here.
One scoop
by the former champion. Looking to make Uncle Sal proud this week here on POW Pro Wrestling. Massaro, of course, recently finished a tour in Japan. No! Taking what he's learned since crossing the globe and bringing that impact right back here to POW.
Covers the 1, 2, not enough though.
Gotta hook that leg, I don't care who you're in there with.
Exactly.
In comes the former YouTube champion. Oh!
Takes out both.
The man who really took it to Chris Brady in that hood fight. Who could forget them? Oh! Hitting each other with trash cans and throwing each other into walls. And they made their way right here. They fought all the way here to World Pies. I could not believe it.
I still have nightmares of that match. Watching that match, it was brutal.
You gotta believe Shapiro was hoping for some revenge with Brady originally listed in this matchup, but of course, injuries sustained in the hood fight and the Rumble to Regret recently have forced Brady out of the matchup, covered by Shapiro, a 2 count.
How much weight do you think she's giving up right here?
I mean, easily 100 pounds at least. But Amira's no slouch because she is as strong as they come.
I agree.
Levi may be giving up his shot at the Wrestling Regret title, but he's got a chance here of being the #1 contender for the POW Pro Wrestling title.
I don't think she's got any brains, but I think she's tough.
Shower of power kicking out there. A lackadaisical cover by Robinson. A man who, you know, He is certainly has his credentials. He claims to be Lance Storm's favorite student of all time. Won championships.
I've heard that's true.
Won championships in DOA and WCWC, for instance.
I heard Lance sends him a Christmas card.
I know, I've seen the internet. I don't believe any of it.
Whatever, Bulldog.
Shapiro back in now. And now just look at this. Playing with his food almost is the timeless one, as Amira has just been taking a beating in this six-pack challenge. No opportunity for her yet to tag out, guys.
How much longer can she take before she succumbs to either Massaro, Jonas, or Levi? Off the rope, so big. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Beautiful counter.
Oh.
By Amira, like a flying squirrel, she took to the air and dropped Levi with that DDT.
But is she gonna make the tag though? That's the question. She's got to make the tag now.
Gotta roll over, get that body over to her corner. Flex and Myers are both itching to get in.
Flex is having some kind of like seizure or something.
He's hopping mad.
Oh, and Jones is in, and oh dear.
Here comes Jonas, in comes the ravenous one.
That is an illegal choke.
Throat attacks, back elbow. Randy Myers has been chomping at the bit to get in this match for several minutes now. This match for the #1 contendership, for the POW championship. It's every man for himself, every person for themselves, I should say. And look at Myers go. He's feeling the crowd tonight here. Made it all the way from British Columbia, so you know he wants to walk away with a win tonight. Look at it here, too.
Ah,
Woo.
good save, baby.
That was close, though. As Massaro makes the save.
What a bailout by Vinny Massaro, saving Levi from that.
Levi ends up with a jawbreaker, and now comes in Jonas Albert Robinson.
This matchup has been full of action from the first bell onward. We have hardly had a chance to catch our breath here as these six warriors do battle for the privilege, the opportunity to face off against Funnybone in the near future for that title.
Now there are no countouts, no disqualifications. This is one fall to a finish. Somebody is going to be the #1 contender for the POW Pro Wrestling title.
Short arm clothesline by Robinson. That's a familiar move for me. I can tell you that as of late. And now Robinson looking to poke the bear, it would seem, attacking Amira while she's on the apron. What's Jonas got in mind here? Communicating with
I don't think that's what he had in mind.
Nope. Myers is able to fight out of that before the boot is involved. And this could be Randy's big chance now to catch a break.
Flex in now.
Well, it's about time Flex got his feet wet.
Oh my goodness, in comes the big man, throwing some big rights.
Oh.
Foot knocking Levi damn near off the apron. And Malcolm Flex here, full head of steam. This is a man who has history with Funnybone. He's one of the few who's ever defeated him in the ring here at POW. So you know he wants a shot of that belt as well.
Oh, Freight trying to cross though on Levi Shapiro.
Force and speed and momentum coming together in one violent package. That's Malcolm Flex.
Oh.
Side kick to the sternum of Jonas, knocking him back into the corner.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Back to the head.
Bruce Lee, he is not.
Hold his kick a little bit, but was still able to knock down Shapiro. Look at this. Flex is fending off everyone who comes at him.
Wow, big time. Oh, he's put down the straps. He's meaning business now.
This could signal the end for Jonas here tonight. For this, the man who, by the look of the draw.
That's a lot of man to be doing that too.
I was gonna say Jonas entered this match by the look of the draw, the computer selection, and it would be very unlucky for him.
Oh, there it is.
Vinny faked the snoring elbow, that leads him to the DDT. Wait a minute, Myers takes him down. The Levi's up here, iron claw.
There it is.
Look out.
There it is.
A timeless maneuver if ever there was one. He's won championships this way. Into a slam.
Woo.
Here we go, Gefilte fist applied, no. Amira ducks it, Samoan drop.
Goodness.
Wait a minute, here comes Jonas now. What's he gonna do? Boss man slam. Jonas has got this one won.
That's it.
2, Wait a minute, no, Vinny says, wait a second.
Vinny breaks it up.
Well, Vinny Boy's going to pin Amira. It's going to be Vinny.
Well, eventually someone's got to win. You can collude and strategize all you want, but it comes down to number one, and somebody's got to win this one, guys.
Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. What's going on here?
Time for the plan to go up in smoke. Vinny Massaro with a right hand to Jonas sends him crashing into the mat. Oh my goodness, Amira though firing back.
There's no unity anymore. It's every person for themselves.
And it certainly looks that way. Oh man.
No honor among thieves here in this matchup where the future of their careers is very much on the line.
Well, it looks like Massaro and Flex are on the floor right now, just going at it like crazy.
This one's Levi got mine here.
Are you kidding me?
Right on top of
What is
Massaro.
going on? Did someone tell him he's a lucha?
Levi Shapiro for the first time ever, I think, takes to the air. Might as well debut it here. Papa, look out for Randy. Oh
Be
no.
careful, front row.
These fans in the front row getting more than what they bargained for tonight here at World Pies in downtown Eugene.
Six-pack challenge. Number one contender for the POW Pro Wrestling title on the line.
Shows a cheap shot to Amira. All by himself with her in the ring. He's got it one. Wait a minute. Whoa.
What? Oh, no way. Good.
Wait a minute. One, two. He's got
I've
him.
seen it all.
She did it again.
I've seen it all.
As Jonas went to get rid of her.
Wow.
Like I said earlier, guys, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Amira.
Jonas just went for that
You
move
just
right
call
there.
Amira a dog?
Her back was against the wall the entire time, and through tough grit and determination, she is now next in line to challenge Funnybone for that POW Pro Wrestling Championship. And if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I'm going to make an announcement as to when that match is going to take place.
Oh boy.
Amira, congratulations on winning the six-pack challenge to earn the right to face Funnybone. Now, I just want to let everyone know here when that's going to happen next, that championship match. Amira, you are scheduled to face Funnybone for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship on Sunday, July 14th, when POW Pro Wrestling returns to PK Park for Base Brawl 3, the third strike. And to sweeten the deal a little bit, folks, that match, the stipulation for that championship match, Amira, is going to be determined by the spin of the Wheel of Regret. But good luck to Amira. Congratulations on winning this six-pack challenge.
My goodness, Mr. Ooh La La. Amira, the Tower of Power, defying the odds and coming out on top in the six-pack challenge. She is the next one in line to challenge the recently engaged Funnybone for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. It's going to be an uphill battle for both individuals.
It's going to be a showdown of Murky Dismal versus Rainbow Brute herself, Amira and Funnybone, huh?
It's certainly going to be that way. And hey, the stipulation for their match at PK Park is going to be determined by the returning Wheel of Regret.
A stipulation match in that first encounter. You're just trying to put your own little spin on it, aren't you, Brian Jose, to assert your power once more.
We go big here at POW Pro Wrestling, and of course you saw how the Wheel of Regret was implemented recently with Wild Card Warfare. Certainly anything went, and often did at that time. The stipulations that we're going to have on hand for this turn of the wheel is going to be something unlike you've never seen before, and no matter where it lands, Amira and Funnybone are going to have their hands full at the ballpark. Once again, congratulations are in store for the Tower of Power as she gets ready for that championship match, and I hope you're ready for the action next week right here on POW Pro Wrestling. First, we are going to hear from the Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion, Chris Brady. Everyone's favorite homeboy has incurred some injuries, some bangs and bruises in his last couple of outings here in POW. We're going to hear the latest from him on his status. And then the POW Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line as Jack and Sledge, the Hammers, defend against Wade and Dom of the Hess clan. Now, mister, we saw the last time the Hesses were in action, they brutalized and beat and bloodied the Blanchard brothers, and their goal is to simply dominate and get those POW Tag titles.
Well, bully for you for recognizing the dominance of the Hess clan and granting them a POW Tag Team Championship match over that stellar victory over the Blanchard Blunders. I think the Hess clan are going to take it back to their ranch, their camp.
Well, that remains to be seen. Will their ranch, will the Hess Ranch in Ohio have some championship gold to welcome back? We're going to find out next week. That's all happening then. But until then, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we will see you next time right here on POW Pro Wrestling.